What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of FanBros Show, the voice of the urban geek for all nerds. The only podcast where we discuss geek culture according to people of color. And as always, it's your host, DJ Ben Amin, a.k.a. the Beverly Trillbilly, Light Work Yagami, Meek Millhouse, Uncle Ben's Nice, Chris Ragnarok, Black Goliath, Lando Californication, the Ghost in the Shell Toe, Doctor Who's Mans is this, and as always, make sure you keep that same energy on when you see me.
Yeah. My favorite.
Right. We're here in the spaceship, and as always, I'm joined by
Tatiana King Jones, the Grand Duchess of Tech, aka Gem and the Hollow Fam, Victoria's Secret Wars, Oprah Slim Free. Thank you, Jeff. Dame Diner Dash, Princess Preach, Edward Scissorhands, Aaron Jaegerbaum, the Arcandroid 18, and Emma Frosted Flakes.
Yeah.
Aaron Jaegerbaum, no.
Yo, you ever did Jaegerbombs? Yo, my 20 lit, boy.
Yo, I've had some bad nights off of that.
Car bombs, Jaeger bombs. Never again, though.
Never again. And as you hear, we have...
I am Jeff J, a.k.a. Leave Daniels, a.k.a. Miles More Assets, Millie Rocco's Modern Life, Earth, Wind, and Firestorm, Han Soul Glow, Bagger Vance Astro, Legion and Juice, Fax the Destroyer, and Lucius Lion-O.
Oh, okay. That last one was a killer.
I think I've had Lucius Lion-O back in the day, though.
Have you?
Yeah, I think.
Pull up the tape, bro. Pull up the tape.
Hey, everyone who subscribed to SoundCloud and iTunes and all those other things probably already knows this already.
Jeff, it's like there's 500 episodes. I ain't
I remember one time in 2013, maybe 2014, I used the Lucius Lion-O.
You guys do realize that, like, there's been like maybe 500 episodes of FanBros Show.
Wow.
400 at least. You know, or maybe 475. Like, we're getting there.
Y'all don't be counting. I'm saying y'all because that was pre-me. Yeah, what episode is this?
I mean,
I said that like it was whose man's is this?
I feel like 2 years ago we said episode 300.
Yeah, I think we did.
Carry the 52 weeks in a year. You know what I'm saying? You probably record for like 45 and 45 is not 95, it's 90. So you probably around like 395 because I added 5 more just in case.
That's that Terrence Howard math. But like, yeah.
Shout out to Ant-Man.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, so make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube, FanBros TV. We just reviewed Ant-Man and the Wasp. We talk about it all without spoiling a damn thing. So make sure you listen to that ASAP. Make sure you subscribe to us ASAP.
Leave a comment, a rating, all that good stuff on iTunes. Like I said before, SoundCloud, all these places. We need your support and love. Make sure you do that because like I just said earlier on the Twitter at DJ Ben Amin, where you can find me, it is my goal to get in the next year FanBros Show onto television. So, you know,
at this point, like we have 500 episodes. So
I mean, it's kind of in the bank right now.
At this point, we've done our training. We've grinded all the levels we can grind. We've hit up every dungeon we can. We've cleaned it all out. We have all the loot crates. Let's do it.
Netflix, Amazon, Google, Hulu, NBC, CBS, Fox, ABC, LMNOP, whoever, you know.
Yeah.
Apple, Amazon, we said that, HBO, Showtime, any of the above. But, you know, let's... Tidal, why not? You know, I need to do a show right now.
Yeah.
Could you imagine trying to, try out for a spot on Tidal in front of B&J?
Listen,
yeah, I could. No problem.
I will bleed Duce to get us on the Tidal, bro. I will upgrade to Hi-Fi, bro.
I act like I still drink Armadale.
Oh, wow.
Speaking of Jay-Z.
That was a throwback. Wow.
I don't even know what that is. Damn.
What?
Jay-Z does. You don't remember the Jay-Z era?
You know what I'm whipping on.
Ooh. Yeah.
It was all right. You know,
Jay-Z has sold you everything, folks.
It was all right.
And speaking of Jay-Z, his former partner this week was in the news.
Business associate.
Former associate was in the news these days.
Woo! Talk about keep that same Energon, my God.
My God.
Energon, Galvatron, Megatron. He kept all the trons, bro.
he rolled up on him like, what type of mockery is this? Like,
Yo.
So who did he roll up on, Ben? I mean,
Mr. Lee Daniels, the creator of such shows as Empire.
Star.
Oh, I mean, I really was just stopping Empire. I mean, he was involved in Precious.
All right.
Yes.
So he
Precious was his like that. Was the major thing that like but pushed like Gabourey out there,
right.
and him and a whole bunch of other people. And it's also the start of Monique being blackboarded in the industry.
Oh, and speaking of that, as everyone has already made very clear, once again, when Monique said there was a problem with Lee Daniels, no one wanted to hear it. Myself included. I'll even own up to that. But I was more one of the ones who didn't get it with Monique and the whole Netflix and saying, this money and all that. But as far as the Lee Daniels thing, I didn't know enough about it to be like, oh, okay, Lee Daniels, blackballed her from the industry and everything.
Yeah, but specifically for when it comes to Precious, he was producer.
Yeah, well, it seems that, probably isn't very far-fetched, folks, because Lee Daniels on camera admitted, I owe you, and I was wrong. Call me Damon, Yeah.
Where were they, by the way? Because Dame pulled up on him, and it looked like they was like baptizing people in the background. Like I was like, are they at church?
I think they were at a fashion show or an award show, some type of event where Dame just caught him out there. Shout out to the cameraman who held that camera steady throughout the whole encounter. And, Lee Daniels said he was going to pay Dame his $2 million that he owed him.
So first of all, I had no idea Dame was even involved. So apparently Dame gave Lee $2 million to help get Precious off the ground. And in doing that, Lee promised to Dame that he would pay him back. What also came out that Monique got like no money to do that movie. Then Precious went on to make
$50K.
Yeah, then Precious went on to make like over 60 million. And still people didn't get their money like they were supposed to. So all this time, I had no idea, but he still owed Dame. Dame decided to pull up on him, said, look, man, I'm gonna put this public. If you don't give me my money. Lee Daniels says, I will call you, Damon. Now that was the cold shit. Like at this point, you getting pulled up on heavy. You talk about I will call you. That's the audacity of all audacities. And now Lee Daniels has been hit with a $5 million fraud suit.
So he pulled up on him at a Diana Ross show.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Now, if that ain't keeping it 100, I don't know what is. Like, first off,
who's the boss?
Video, dude, I'm watching that video and all I hear is like, blah, blah, blah. Like, all I hear is, bitch,
I have my money.
Where is, the spirit of Stewie Griffin emanated from Dusk Popping Dave Dash. Like, yeah, my money. Yeah, my money. Yeah, my money. I was mad for that is word on everything. I give you $2 million. I'm not waiting 6 months.
Just for some context, Precious came out in 2009.
Bro.
So it's been almost a whole decade.
Was it for Precious or was it for a film before that? I thought it wasn't even before.
Whatever what Dave mentioned Precious. So
it's been a long no, I think it was before even Precious. That's the thing. I think it's been a long time.
So even makes it worse then.
Yes.
So it's even worse. The particulars of specifically what movie that money was or where the money actually went, I don't have. But all I know is that Lee Daniels did Dame Dash dirty.
Yeah, so he lent him $2 million. Like it was probably like years ago for that whole Precious situation. So it doesn't even matter, I'm trying to Google and talk at the same time, right? But full transparency.
Wait, because so also supposedly for the Richard Pryor biopic that's supposed to be coming out, he gave him money for. The point is he gave him money in good.
Bro,
he funded.
Is it 5 racks, Jeff? Is it 5 racks?
Oh, I was just about to say he ain't a volunteer. We know he's on the bill. And you know what? I don't like you right now, Tatiana, because I was chilling. I was calm. I wasn't even gonna go there. But now that we're here, it has been like 3 months. It has been like 3-4 months. And not a nary of a rack has been seen. Y'all let these people fade into oblivion, bro. And Lee Daniels is with them. Lee Daniels knows where the money is. Lee Daniels knows where the money is, bro. I need all the money. If Dave Dash gets his $2 million before dudes get their 5 racks, I am going to be livid. You did this, Tatiana. I was gonna let
How do you feel about Lee Daniels' next film, though? That's the question. Like, is this gonna, like, with the Monique and with this coming out, is this really gonna? I mean, he got Empire still on the air. I don't.
Well, first of all, I haven't watched Empire in at least 2 years, perhaps a little bit longer. Yeah. Secondly, Lee Daniels had said some very, very questionable-ish the last years.
Super.
Particularly the one interview he had, I think with Don Lemon, if I'm not mistaken, but it was on a CNN where he was saying that Oscar's So White is nothing more than people whining. And I'm paraphrasing, but that's what he said. He was talking about how he made Star and included a white lead or to help white people feel cool. It was a lot of nonsense. And I know it sounds weird. Like I said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said that. So go back if you want to. Go on YouTube. You can see all these clips. I'm not making this up. It was very questionable. And it just made me think, well, where are you coming from exactly? And have you always felt this way? So I've been a little iffy on Lee for some time now.
You know why I felt Dame so much? Let me calm down. Well, you know when you lend somebody money, right? And you lend them money and then you see them out living their best life.
Oh.
They're buying, they copped a new iPhone. They at the club. You need a drink? You know what I need? You know what I need? I need the money you owe me back. Like, on a spiritual level, I feel him, bro, because people do when you lend them money. And that's how pay it forward gets defaulted. Because when you open yourself up and you lend people money and they don't pay it back, who's to say that you would want to pay it back? And this is some business. This isn't even like a friend thing. This is business. This was from 2015. So that's even worse. So you could get lawyers involved. But that's why one of my good friends would always say, when you lend somebody money, you might as well consider it a gift, especially when it's between friends, because if you don't, then you're going to hold whatever animosity towards them. But when it comes to business, you got to pay up, bro. Like I'm surprised. He wasn't tapping Lee Daniels' pockets the whole time. Like that's some Harlem shit right there. Like you tapping the pockets. Like what you got? I know you got at least 50K on you. Like what's good?
Excuse me.
You see the what is that? A pashmina he's wearing in there?
With the prayer hands.
That's got to be at least 100K.
But excuse me, WeBay.gif. In the Dame Dash post that he put on IG, he hashtag or added a bunch of people. He added a bunch of news organizations. He added Oprah Winfrey, and then he added Halle Berry. And this morning, I was talking to Jeff and Ben and I'm like, why would you add? What's Halle got to do with it? I just took a look at Lee Daniels' IMDb page, and this also goes back to what you were saying, Ben, about he must have did stuff earlier. Lee Daniels was a producer on Monsters Ball.
Oh.
Which starred Halle Berry. He was a producer on The Woodsman.
That's the one, and that's the one that Dame Dash loaned the money, because that's for Dame Dash's company is The Woodsman, and that's where it is. That's where the money.
With Kevin Bacon, right?
That's how far. So that's how far back the money owed goes, right there. It's for The Woodsman. I knew it wasn't for Precious.
So, but the fact that he added Halle Berry makes me think, oh, she in this too. Oh wow. This rabbit hole goes way too deep. So
way too deep. And like you said, I haven't watched Empire in like 3 years. I always found the show questionable as hell in general. And then Lee Daniels has become more and more questionable lately. So, whatever. Dame, hope you get your money. I definitely have met Dame Dash in person, and I would not want him running up on me like that, because that dude is a problem when he is in your face. Shout out to
him and Joe Budden is two people where I don't want them yelling at me.
Oh, hell no.
Like, I just don't need that right now.
You saw the what is it, the Hard Knock Life of Fade to Black when Dame Dash was going off on Def Jam for some jackets?
Bro.
$1 million from him?
Bro, go listen to the Combat Chat Show classic episodes with Dame Dash, Just Blaze, everyone, and you've never heard Dame Dash in his prime. Like, oh my God, it's a monster. The man's a monster. He will get that $2 million. I'm sure Lee Daniels was shaking in that scarf he was wearing.
That's a pashmina, I believe.
He was a pashmina like this, saying, I will call you Damon. Like you can tell he was scared.
Yo,
It looked like a sarong.
that's what Mace Windu wears when he's when he's casual. With his casual Fridays, with his casual Fridays in the Jedi Hall, that's what he's rocking. He's like, oh shit, yo, Mace, you looking fly. He's like, yo, my child, you know, don't make me hot.
My man looked like he should have been in the Star Trek bar with with
Oh,
Whoopi.
no.
With Whoopi.
With Guinan.
Yes.